Hey guys, it is Taylor with Taylor Your Life, and it is Free Friday. After a down day yesterday, one of the first ones I've had in a couple months, I hit the ground running today and my energy is back. Got in a killer workout. I'm super stoked for this weekend. I'm getting ready to take the kids and Sierra out to Moab, where we're going to go on an awesome adventure with the money that we've been saving. We said that we're going to take an adventure at least once a month with the kids, and this is what we're going to do. So I'm excited to share that with you guys on our Reflection Sunday video. So, for Free Friday, we are going to continue our episodes about my favorite hikes because they are absolutely free and it's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to let you guys in on some of my secret favorite spots to go in Colorado. But first, along the lines with Free Friday, all this month I am doing a contest to give away 3 of these handmade Colorado picture hangers that I made from reused pallets. So, in order to get your hands on one of these, you can do one of 3 things. Number 1, you can go over to my channel on YouTube, Taylor Your Life, and make sure that you subscribe. Number 2, you can comment on any of my YouTube videos, and this will also gain you an entry. Another way that you can do this is to share any of my videos on Facebook. Each time that you do this, you get an additional entry through the end of the month. And don't worry, if you don't live locally here in Montrose, I'm more than happy to send the sign to you if you are the drawing winner. And with that, we're going to kick this off with one of my favorite hikes of all time. This is the Rainbow Hot Springs hike. This is one of my favorite hikes that I've ever done. We did this in late November and we went on this trail. Me and Sierra were completely alone. I absolutely loved this trail. Now, a lot of the reviews said there had been a forest fire there, which had burned out a lot of it, so there was a lot of dead brush and things, but you know what? When we went, it made it that much cooler. There had been like this misty fog that had kind of descended all around us, and it was super snowy, so we packed pretty heavy, and it's about 5 miles into these hot springs. But as you walk through this forest, there is some of the most beautiful scenery that I've ever seen, and the contrast of all the dead trees that had been burnt out with new moss growing on it, and the waterfalls coming down along the way. And it was like something out of Lord of the Rings with the mist coming off the mountains and the river running down below you as you went on this hike. It was honestly one of the most mystical hikes that I've been on. And then when we went there, we finally made it down to the end. The springs are actually a little bit difficult to find. They're off over to your left, a little over 5.5 miles in. And when you get there, there's one big pool outside of the river that you can go and check out into a nice muddy bottom. You can fit 3 or 5 people in there. And then if you cross the nice cold river and don't fall because it's covered in moss, you can get to the other side of the river and land in this huge hot spring. And we had it all to ourselves, guys. It was one of the most magical things that I've ever seen. The snow was coming down. We were in the middle of the mountains, literally sitting in a river by ourselves that was over 100 degrees, and it was magnificent. So to get to these hot springs, guys, you need to go and visit Pagosa, which is a pretty cool place all in itself. They have a hot springs that you can pay to get into, but a lot of people don't know that you can just head on down to the river that goes down there by Main Street, and you can hop in the river right there, and there's a bunch of free hot springs right there in town. There's a nice coffee place that you can get a coffee and then walk right on down to the river and hop in the hot springs there in Pagosa. So if you're not feeling up to a 5 mile out, 5 mile back trip, it ended up being about 12 miles overall for us, you can just go to the town and do it yourself. Also, just outside of Pagosa is another establishment that I love so much. If you watched my previous video, it's Kip's Bar and Grill. They have one of these over in Creede, Colorado, but they also have one in Pagosa, and it is my favorite food on the planet. I am a green chili fanatic, and this restaurant does it right. And they also give you all the beers that you love. So, guys, I'm going to send you out on some of my favorite photos from this hike, and I highly encourage you to go check it out. Like I said, it's about 11 miles round trip. It's outside Pagosa. This is Rainbow Hot Springs in Colorado. It's just north of Pagosa Springs. You guys have to have the time to go and check this out. It's Free Friday with Taylor Your Life. I hope you're enjoying these hiking tutorials. If you do like them, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to comment on some of your favorite hikes so I can go and check them out this summer. And don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel, if you comment on any of my videos, or if you share my videos on Facebook, you're going to gain an entry for each one of those to win one of these free palette art designs that I made for you guys. So, thank you so much. Stay in Shape Saturday is coming up tomorrow, and then Reflection Sunday, where I'm going to show you guys some of the awesome things me and the kids in Sierra did this weekend in Moab. Have a great day.